What's up, everybody? It's your boy Noland Pruitt, and I'm here again with an amazing, gifted, let me say this, even to top all the accolades, very sweet, very humble.
Thank you.
That means more to young people, young artists. I'm 30-something years old. I'm stopping. We're not as young as we used to be, but it means a lot to younger people who are coming up as creative. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
We're here with Mr. Troy, the one and only. First of all, I did not know the reason or the main source that gave Trey Songz his start. You go ahead and take it from there. You've been doing so much. Let me ask you, let me ask you this. Out of all the accolades, what are two things that really mean the most to you?
Definitely Trey Songz being a star, and then working with Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
Wow.
Now let's talk about that. We talked about Trey Songz on the panel, but let's talk a little bit about the Aretha Franklin experience.
So, Aretha came from, first I worked on her So Damn Happy album.
Okay.
But then we grew into a friendship. So, while working with her, I was able to get her to do the intro to Trey's album.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know if you remember Gotta Make It, Trey's album. The first thing that comes on is Aretha Franklin giving him a message.
Yes,
So I was able to get the message because I was working with her at the time. And then from there, I worked with Whitney. Now, I had already worked with Whitney, but then I was working with Whitney on her Christmas project.
Okay.
So when she came in, she's like, oh, Riri loves you. I'm like, who's Riri? Riri.
Right.
Like, who's Riri? Like, Aretha.
Right.
She talks about you all the time. I'm like, wow. So this is 2003.
Wow.
So it's like, she would always call me different numbers every time.
Okay. Right. Don't keep no track. Right?
Yeah. She would call me different numbers, but she would call, if it was a song that she heard, she wanted to record, she would always come back to that song, and so we just kept in touch over the years. So that's Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
I mean, I've had a lot of people that I work with. That's
Aretha Franklin. Like, come on.
So
man.
yeah, I start from the top.
That's amazing. So looking for talent. Matter of fact, I'm his next. I'm the next star. I'm gonna go ahead and claim it now. All right, but looking for talent, what do you look at? I know you named some things that Trey Songz and all that whole experience, which is a beautiful story. But are you still now in that process? Where are you at? Are you still looking? Because what you described on the panel was kind of like back in the day, the Berry Gordy.
Yes.
Actually being hands-on. It's different now.
No,
but
I'm still that way because first of all, I asked God for the spirit of discernment.
Wow.
Because when I go to their page and I see them, I have to look at a picture. If I don't feel anything, there are a lot of people, producers, writers, and artists that have DM'd me, and I've seen them, and I got a feeling from them.
Yeah.
And when I got in touch with them, I was never wrong.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I learned to start trusting my gut and just go through their page and allow myself to feel if I'm supposed to respond.
Wow.
So that works for me all the time.
Wow. Who still has answers like that? Discernment. who says discernment, right? Who talks about the Holy Ghost fire?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
am so honored for this interview. What do you have? We have to follow you? I want you guys to follow you because this is heavy stuff.
Yeah, Troy Taylor TTU at Troy Taylor TTU.
We got it. What do you have coming up next?
Okay, so.
No, let's talk about I know we're gonna let him go. I know I'm holding him so long. We gotta talk about your honor now. Wait a minute, we can't skip past that.
Yeah.
Just BMI just honored you with
BMI, Song of the Year. Wow. Super Song of the Year. Speak to Me, Corinne Hawthorne. I didn't expect it. It was supposed to be a surprise, but they couldn't tell me, so I had already agreed to do this. So by the time I said, I'm not going, it's in Nashville, they was like, well, you do know you're getting Song of the Year. And I'm like, so it was 12-5, and this is 10-5. So it was, I had to choose, but I gave my word.
Gave your word?
No, sir, I'm not. Wow. You got to be careful when you do that. Give your word. Jesus. You never know, and I don't care what it is. If you gave your word, you keep your word. And I kept my word.
We can end on that right here. You're watching the one and only, the hitmaker. I'm the next one. Didn't I tell y'all? Y'all watch what I say now. Mr. Troy Taylor. We already said last words. I'm just shook up. We love you guys. Y'all follow him. Y'all support him. You're watching Real Talk with your boy Noland Pruitt. We out here.